Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about that module number 4, that is underground cables. Here we are going to discuss about the types of cables. So we are using that underground cables as to transfer the electrical power from one end location to another end location. Generally, cables for underground service may be classified into two ways according to the type of insulating material which is used in their manufacture, and another one is based on the voltage for which they are manufactured. So majorly underground cables are classified based upon the two types. One is based upon the type of the insulating material, another one is the amount of the voltage for which it has been using. So however, the latter method of classification is generally preferred, according to which cables can be divided into the following groups. So cables are classified as the following types. They are low tension cables. Low tension cables are those cables which are used for the voltage up to 1000 volts. The next one is high tension cables, which are called as HT cables. These cables are going to use for up to a voltage of 11,000 volts. Next one is super tension cables called ST cables. These cables are going to use a voltage of 22 kilovolts to 33 kilovolts. Next one is extra high tension cables called as EHT cables. These cables are going to use for a voltage from 33 kV to 66 kV. The next, extra super high voltage cables. These cables are going to use beyond voltage of 132 kV. So generally a cable may have one or more than one core. That means if you are going to take one underground cable, in that one underground cable, the center or the core of the cable consists of either one conductor, either one set of strands of the conductor, or more than one set of strands of the conductors. So it depends upon the type of the service for which it is intended. So it may be single core conductor, or two core conductor, or three core conductor, or otherwise four core conductor. That means if you are going to take one underground cable, the center or core of the underground cable consists of a single set of strands, or it consists of two set of strands of copper or aluminium, or it consists of three sets of copper or aluminium, or it consists of four sets of copper strands or aluminium strands. So for a given underground cable, either the center of the core, it consists of either single core or two core or three core or four core. It is entirely depends upon based upon the service of the power transmission system. We can choose that the number of core strands. Therefore, for a three-phase service, it consists of three single core cables can be used. For suppose if we are going to consider a single phase single line transmission system, then the underground cable consists of only single core. For suppose if we consider that a single phase two-wire transmission system, then core of the underground cable consists of two set of group of strands, or otherwise if we are going to consider that three-wire transmission system, then the underground cable consists of three core conductors. For suppose if we are going to consider that three-phase four-wire transmission system, then underground cable consists of four core conductors. So depends upon the type of the service, either single phase service or three phase service, we can choose the number of core of the conductors. So in general, for a three-phase service, there is a 3 single core cables which can be used depending upon the operating voltage and the load demand. So here the below figure shows the constructional details of a single core low tension cable. Let us see that this is that a single core low tension cable. So in the single core low tension cable, that is center of the conductor or core of the underground cable conductor consists a group of strands. This group of strands, either copper conductor strands or aluminum conductor strands. This copper conductor strands, again it is covered by an impregnated paper, simply called as an insulating paper. Again this insulating paper is covered by lead sheath. Again this lead sheath is covered by serving. So in this single core conductor, it consists of 3 layers of insulation. So let us see that what is the purpose or requirement of various layers of insulation in a single core conductor. The cable has an ordinary construction because we are seeing just now the figure. So because the stresses developed in the cable, so stresses means generally here electrical stresses for low voltage up to maximum like 6600 volts, which are generally small. So it consists of one circular core of tinned stranded copper or aluminium, and insulation is provided by the layers of impregnated paper initially, which surrounds the stranded copper conductors or aluminium stranded conductors. The insulation is surrounded by a lead sheath. The purpose of lead sheath here, which prevents that entry of moisture into the inner parts, because if we are not going to prevent that entry of moisture into the inner parts, then automatically corrosion occurs, which degrades that reliability of the conductor. So the purpose of impregnated paper and again by lead sheath, which prevents that entry of moisture into the inner parts, thereby we can overcome that effect of corona at here. So in order to protect the lead sheath from corrosion, again an overall serving of compound fibrous material, for example generally we can choose that jute. So we are going to prefer a jute type of material which covers again the lead sheath as to protect the lead sheath against from corrosion. Therefore a single core cables are not usually armored, because armor type of insulating material is not used in single core, because armor type of material again it consists of galvanized steel which cover that again lead sheath. That kind of insulation is not there in single core, but that kind of insulation we can prefer in another core of the conductors, like 2 core conductors, 3 core conductors, in 4 core conductors. So in order to avoid excessive sheath losses, majorly the sheath losses is because of the sheath losses is because of corrosion. So in order to overcome that lead sheath losses against corrosion, again it is covered by covering. The principal advantage of single core cables are simple in construction, because it consists of only one conductor, one set of strands of copper. It is easy to accommodate, it is easy to construct, it is easy and flexible, and easily we can joint. So it is simple in construction and availability of larger copper section. So thereby here we can easily make the connections between one conductor by another machine or one conductor by another conductor, as to increase the length of the conductor for a given length of the transmission system. So thereby here this single core conductors gives flexibility, simple in construction, It can withstand for the voltage like 6600 volts, and it consists of only one set of strands, either copper or aluminum. It can withstand the electrical stress maximum of 6600 volts, and it consists of another 3 layers of insulation, mainly impregnated paper, which limits that leakage currents, and again lead sheath, which gives that protection against moisture, and again lead sheath is covered by one more serving, that is nothing but fibrous material, usually made up of with jute like material, to overcome that lead sheath against from corrosion. So these are nothing but various types of insulating materials which covered by a single core conductor at here. Thank you.